everybody, welcome to the Canada by Kayak vlog. Our plan was to release part 2 of our series on essential gear today. However, the weather decided to be a real Brad Marchand. Little hockey joke for ya. Because we can't do the on-water demos we were planning on doing today without getting struck by lightning, we will instead be making next week's 2-minute Tuesday video, this week's 3-minute Thursday video, in which we'll be dropping the mic on the basics of paddling PFDs in 3 minutes or less. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Wait! Do we have time for sea shanties?
Of course we have time for sea shanties.
Way and up she rises, way and up she rises, way and up she rises early in the morning. Way and up she rises, way and up she rises, way and up she rises early in the morning. Way and up she rises, way and up she rises, way and up she rises early in the morning.
Hey there, hosers. Tim here. Transport Canada approval is the most important thing to look for in a PFD because it's required by law. Not only that, but Transport Canada has set very strict guidelines that all PFD manufacturers need to live up to. And those manufacturers can be randomly inspected for functionality, quality, and consistency. Basically, without Transport Canada approval, function and quality aren't guaranteed, and the PFD may not do what it needs to do when it really needs to work.
The PFD needs to be sized appropriately. This is required by law. It should be snug enough that if I do fall in the water, it doesn't ride up. This is actually a safety concern, as my nose and mouth would be closer to the water than they would be if the PFD stayed where it needed to. A poorly fit PFD also reduces the ability to move around and is just generally annoying. A good PFD should come with adjustable straps at the shoulders and rib cage so that it fits properly. These straps are important because the PFD needs to be adjusted for the summer when I'm wearing a rash guard, and again in the winter when I'm wearing multiple base layers underneath a dry suit. To test whether a PFD is adjusted properly, have a friend pull up on the shoulder straps while you're wearing it. It should stay where it started.
Some PFDs are made specifically for paddle sports. This is important because when kayaking, I need to keep my elbow in line with the force I'm applying in order to have efficient strokes and also to help protect myself from injury. To do this, I need to be able to twist, turn, and rotate all over the place. In other words, my PFD needs to allow for a full range of motion so that I can be efficient with my stroke. A good PFD provides a wide enough range of motion that will allow me to forget that it's even there.
If I'm not comfortable in my PFD, I'm less likely to want to use it. Paddling is supposed to be enjoyable, and discomfort is the opposite of enjoyment. Humans come in all shapes and sizes, which means that not every PFD will work for every body type. What works on Tim won't work on me. I tried on a whole mess of PFDs before I found the one that was best for me.
Let's talk snacks, and specifically the pockets of a PFD that can contain snacks. This might seem frivolous for robots who don't need to eat, but remember that humans tend to get hangry when because I'm definitely human, blood sugar gets low. Packing extra calories can also help the group stay warm when out on a cold day. For me personally, if I'm expending a lot of energy paddling on a long day, having pockets for snacks is an absolute must. Pockets are also useful for holding things like compasses and whistles, but mostly the snack thing.
This is related to flex, but there may be specific things that I want to do on the water that the cut of a PFD may not allow for. For example, the first paddling PFD that I bought was fine for just paddling, but when I started learning how to roll, which requires some increased mobility, my PFD was getting in the way of my chin and wouldn't allow me to curl up as much as I could have otherwise. When I was shopping for my next PFD, I made sure to get one that was cut in such a way that allowed me to do everything that I wanted to be able to do in a kayak.
Yo!
Allow the PFD to dry in open air. Don't use any direct heat sources to try and dry it quicker. When not on the water, store a PFD in a well-ventilated, dry place. Don't dry clean it, although I'm not sure who's dry cleaning their PFDs. Use a mild soap and running water. Also, don't sit on a PFD or put anything heavy on it. This can crush the material inside and reduce its buoyancy, meaning it will provide less flotation when you really need it. And finally, PFDs don't last forever. Make sure you retire it if it needs replacing.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Canada by Kayak vlog. I can guarantee you the inventor of the mic drop never thought mics would be dropped over PFDs. If you like this video, please help the algorithm out by clicking like and subscribe, and if there's other kayak content you would like us to explore, please let us know in the comments. We'll see you next week for part 2 of our Essential Gear series.